Okay, let's start. Tapeshvara?
Hello.
Federico.
Tapeshvara is
Okay, Tapeshvara. Hi. Okay, tell us please where are you from and how did you get here?
Yes. So I'm from Milan, from the north of Italy, and I came here the first time. So it's now 6 years. 6 years ago, and well, I was just actually looking for something to do, more or less. Before I was, for most of the time, I was playing music, but in the meantime, I was also doing different kind of small jobs. But then at some point, I ended up I was in Milan and I didn't really know what to do. I just was a little bit stuck. So, but I started doing yoga before, but then I didn't continue. And then at some time I got in the same school where I started, and it so happened that the teacher that opened this school, and she's also part of Ananda Marga, and so I started to get to know a little bit Didis and Dadas who were coming there. And I met the Dada, Ganadevananda there. He was coming to give some talks about different topics, and he was also talking about the place here. And so at some point I was just like, actually the teacher itself of the school proposed, since she knew that I was like kind of searching something to do, and she was like, yeah, you could go there, just try and see how it is. And that's then what happened is just I said, okay, let's do it. And so then I came here in the beginning for a try for 3 months, and then it happened that I just kept on going.
But okay, why you are still here?
Well, then I was about the same time I was also like getting more interested in meditation. So I mean, not only just practicing like asanas, so the like physical yoga, which you can more or less do like whatever. I mean, many yoga centers, many places offer this kind of development that you can do. I was getting more interested also in meditations, different other aspects of yoga which are more difficult to like practice, and if you're not together with people who already practice them. So then, yeah, just a few months before coming here, I learned the Nanda Marga meditation. And but then in this first months I was still in Milan at my parents' home, so it was really a bit difficult to do that. So until then I came here, I started really to do the practices. So I started to do to follow the lifestyle, whatever, the routine here. And so then with the time I just got more inspired to stay here, and then that's how it happened. I just kept on going.
Okay, so it means you are not, as usual, volunteer here. I mean, you didn't come for social project to develop all these works, but does it mean you have your own schedule which you have to follow, or it's necessarily for all volunteers to follow this special schedule who wants to practice yoga, because this project is not only about yoga, it's also a social project, and how it's going.
Yeah, no, this is both things are actually they are part of the schedule. So there are the practices on one side, and on the other side we've been doing since I came here, mostly work with the kids. So like social service, like doing helping them with the after school, and in the summer going to the beach and just playing whatever. In the beginning was just really getting to know them. So this has been the major part, and also our big part is construction work, because the place is quite big. So we've been already doing a lot of construction work, but still there are some parts of the building which needs to be fixed, and there are other projects that are now being developed. And so about your question of about the schedule, it's I think it's not required as a volunteer to follow, like to do that you need to do a certain time, a certain amount of times meditation a day or something. It's just something that it's like you can find also here. So you can actually, most of the people come here because of it's more like the social work. So but also we have, a lot of people, I saw in these years that came for the meditation, and then they start to do the helping with the kids or whatever work where needed to be done, and also otherwise people that came like initially to maybe help with the work, they got interested in meditation. So I think it's more like you have the opportunity, let's say, to develop yourself. It's more like your choice. If you want to get deeper into that, then you have the opportunity to learn the meditation with Dada, and also very important is to leave the environment, because it's everything you can do also alone in your place, wherever you live, but the environment is also very important to support you, because it helps a lot, especially in the beginning.
Okay. Nowadays, most of the people prefer to spend their time to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
But volunteering life, it means you sacrifice your time to service. And what kind of mindset behind this behavior? I don't know how to call it.
Approach.
Approach,
attitude,
yes.
yeah.
How do you feel this?
Well, for me, in a way, it was like something for me had been like kind of searching for, or consciously or unconsciously, but I would say that before I was doing a lot of, I didn't have really a fixed job, so I was just working different jobs, small jobs, and playing music. That was like the combination of the two, where just where I was just able to sustain myself. But that is also something about the environment, which is very interesting here, because of course you there's something that you renounce because not if you are but there are different levels also. You can also be like a part-time volunteer and still work some time to so that you're able to have some money for you. And there are many choices that you can do in this in this kind of realities. What I think is important, that is like for me, it just at some point it just happened to be like this. Because I was looking more for like a environment, so a place where actually this was not really the main point. About making money and more focusing on like.
Yes.
Okay. So we were talking, yeah, of course it's not like we also have to pay bills and all these things, so we money we need anyway, you know, so we also had this you know, money related issues, but it's somehow, I think what my experience is that everything somehow happens like in the right way and at the right time. So whatever we need money-wise, or you know, if something like special you need, whatever, it just comes, you know. If it's money that has to come, that you need to buy some specific thing, it comes. Or if you just need that specific thing, many times it just comes like because someone is like, you know, donating, or you know, somehow everything happens. It's like a magic, I would say, but it's true. It's and I think also these things happens because you renounce to that other kind of lifestyle of where, of course, you have more certainties, you know, if you have a job, if you have whatever, if you're, you know, if you have some, that's your way to your basis, you know, you build your base on that, so, which is good. I mean, it's not that it's bad, but it's just more, for me, it was more like, working in this environment, there's more time to focus on different things, because usually it's like this, that most of the time, if you know, you have to focus on how to find money for yourself to survive, which still things that we do, but at the same time there's more like kind of unknown and invisible support, so that you can really dedicate yourself more time to other topics, as far as possible. It's also something like depends on the phases. Sometimes there are more like things, you know, you need to think more about that because maybe there's some big bill coming or whatever, you need to buy things to fix, and we don't have the money, but somehow these things happens, and it just goes very smoothly, actually. Not all the time, but in the big picture, I would say yes, that everything just flows very naturally.
Okay, so you mean this when you live life and not only think about yourself, money, it's not that much important anymore?
Well, it has the importance, or maybe you just live it with the importance that it has, without giving it either neither too much or not enough, because also you need also to, you know, it's just life. Sometimes it just brings you there, and you need to think about it. You need to find solution, to find some money or whatever, because I think it brings you to a point where it's like a balanced thing. You can, balance is really something that helps for everything. So develop balance in, you know, just having like a meaningful life is like, you know, trying to develop yourself so that you can face whatever, you know, different, there are many things in life, you know, it's many different perspectives, many different areas of life. So like money is it's actually one area, it's one thing. Of course, it's depends on your situation, can become more or less important, but in the end is also about your mindset. So if you want to go into a direction where you're just, you know, it becomes, a part of your life, but it's not something that, just directs you completely, that, that you are more or less controlling it. Controlling it, from inside, it just doesn't become something that you crave for all the time. You just trying to deal with that in a more like balanced and objective way, I would say.
Okay. Did you learn something new about yourself during this experience?
Mm-hmm.
All these 6 years experience?
Well, this has been, the main point, I think, is that you really open up yourself to something that it's really enriching in many ways. So I think the main point is about the people, because it's like learning a new way to adapt to situations, to people, to learning to get closer in a positive way to all together. It's something really day by day, like something, it's not, maybe with the time it can become something consistent, something, big, let's say, but it's more about just everyday small things. And one of the, I think, aspects, let's say the more important aspects is really about the living together, the sharing things, ideas, thoughts, and not always in a direct way. And it's not just, it can become also like, sharing ideas, maybe having like, talking about different topics together, or having this kind of like sharing classes, or all this, but it's also like really living together, just doing things together, very simple things, even just, of everyday life, whatever, even just eating, cooking, or, going out doing things, and even just staying together, just being in the same place, working with on different goals, working on everyone is here searching for something, so, and that's the nice thing about that. We're everybody has a different thing, or have different things which he or she is able to do, and better than others. So, but by being together, we can, it really becomes something interesting, because alone, by ourselves, it would be just a little bit, but all together it becomes something more valuable. So that, I think that's the one of the things I'd like about this place, is that's really working pretty well, is this kind of like cooperation and development, collective and self-development, because actually I feel they're really they're really tied together. So it's just another two faces of the same coin, so more you can have the opportunity, and you develop yourself through whatever you think is right, whatever you see good, as a good tool to develop yourself, and the inspiration that you get from other people doing the same. So it's like actually really they go together very. They are really, it's something that is like it's like has the same characteristic. It's just like maybe sometimes seeing it from a different point of view.